Today we are talking about planning a destination wedding in Langkawi, Malaysia. We're bringing you behind the scenes and we tell you how we plan our current real destination wedding for our beautiful couple from Dubai to Langkawi. First of all, I should say that we site inspected a lot of hotels in Langkawi. Personally, I visited Langkawi in the mid of March this year and participated in international workshop that gave me a chance to meet general managers, owners, and sales managers of beautiful hotels and resorts in Asia in general and in Langkawi in particular. So before the client approached us, the client was planning to have their wedding in Thailand. Why? Because the bride is from India and the groom is from Lebanon. And in terms of their guests, close family, especially parents, to fly from their home countries to Thailand will be ideal solution. The client, when she called me, it was Saturday and I was sick, and she called me and said, "Can you help us with planning destination wedding in Thailand?" I said, "Well, yes, we can, why not?" She said, "I don't hear you well." I said, "I'm sorry, I can't speak louder." She thought I'm rude. When I met her, she said, after the meeting already finished, she said, "I thought you're rude because I couldn't hear you, but you said I hear you perfectly well." I said, "Sorry, but I was sick. I had problems with my cough and I couldn't speak loud." You see, these minor details can destroy the reputation of a wedding planner and can destroy your perception of a wedding planner. But you need to meet the person in person, the wedding planner in person, or at least have a Skype call with camera in order to see the mimics, reaction, gestures of this person, and then you will understand a lot. It's psychology. So we had a meeting and I said, "Okay, you want to have a wedding in Thailand?" I will be honest with you. We did not plan weddings in Thailand. I mean, we didn't plan it earlier, and I do not suggest this destination because it is so over touristic nowadays, and it's so many couples went for Thailand for a destination wedding. Though the country is beautiful, it's marvelous, great destination, but it's so popular with couples that we try to be a bit different. We try to find a different angle how we can stand out in the market. But if you want, for sure we can plan a wedding in Thailand, and we have connections and we have wedding planning who's located there and vendors, but just we don't promote this destination. She said, "Okay, let's check." So already I came with some information, I did my homework, and I gave the couple in advance the understanding how much the wedding will cost in Thailand and which resorts we're offering in Thailand. Then they asked, "Where else have you been?" I said, "Well, we are offering 16 destinations, so it's difficult to say where we haven't. I mean destination for weddings. I'm not talking about just destinations to travel." I started to name them and they said, "Okay, you can do in Langkawi?" We said, "Yes, I can do in Langkawi because in March I was in Langkawi, and last year I was in Sabah, Malaysia, so for sure we know Malaysia, that is truly Asia, and we can plan a wedding in Malaysia for you. If you want Langkawi, okay, it can be Langkawi." I said, "Yeah." They started to be very excited, especially groom, and I said, "Yes, let's plan Langkawi." But you know that Thailand is known for lower costs. So still the bride was insistent to check Thailand. So now we narrowed down the selection of destinations to two. We had Thailand and we had Langkawi. First thing that I promised my client we will do is to check the flight connections. So we got the information about their relatives and guests who will come for their wedding, from which exact cities they are flying, and we checked what is the best flight connection for them, what time, how many hours they need to spend on the flight. Because this is very important, especially if you are having not young generation as your guests, but you are having different generations, and you care about your guests, you care about your parents first of all, and you want to make them as more comfortable as possible. So we checked the connections, we sent to the client, and then the client was back, and already they made their decision. After our meeting, they were back home and they had the discussion, they made their decision, they decided we want Langkawi, because in Thailand we were 3 or 4 times before, but we want Langkawi. Though they have never visited it, but they read a lot online, they heard a lot about this destination from their friends who visited Langkawi, and during the meeting I showed them a lot of pictures and videos just on my phone, made by my phone camera, because I visited this destination not long ago. They were very excited, although they asked us still to check 2 destinations. So we prepared Langkawi for them and Thailand. In each destination, we selected minimum 3, maximum 5 wedding venues. This is our rule. Why? Because every client needs the selection, needs the choice to understand. In Langkawi, I guess we even prepared more than 5, maybe 7, and in Thailand it was 3. Remember that you will get, with the help of a wedding planner or not, you will have a lot of information directly from the wedding venues or indirectly via your wedding planner, but it will be a lot. You need to have somehow a system how to digest all this information, or how to present it to the client if you're a wedding planner. So remember that for the client, this information should be super easy and digestive. So we prepared a table, precise table, with the name of the hotel, with the terms and conditions and accommodations, because as a rule the guests will stay in the same hotel where the wedding will be hosted, and then all other details, wedding ceremony, buffet, canapé, alcohol, the price, etc. and etc. And for sure our recommendations and our description on each venue. All this information was sent to the client. After this, there should be a meeting. For sure we need to meet and to discuss and to answer any questions that the client has to ask regarding this particular information. When I came to the meeting, the client already pre-selected 1 venue in 2 destinations, and they said that we want to have it in Langkawi and we want to have it in 1 specific hotel. I will not name this hotel because still the wedding is not happened. So their hotel was selected precisely and immediate by the client because they are lovers of this chain. So it's a worldwide chain, and whenever they travel, they try to stay in the same hotel. So before that, you need to tell this to the wedding planner as well, because this is very important. If you love any specific hotel chain, speak about it, because then we can provide better what you expect. So the hotel was chosen, and now we sent hotel was already booked for the specific day, for specific number of rooms, and to host the beautiful wedding. So now we're in the time period of finalizing the cost for all days, because there will be 2-day function. It will be arrival day with some traditional ceremonies, and then the main day of the wedding with again some traditional ceremonies, and then the departure day. So this is a huge amount of work, and if you plan your destination wedding by yourself, you need to be ready by that. If you have a wedding planner, it's much easier. The wedding planner is ready for that already. So now we are planning a destination wedding in Langkawi, and while we are waiting for the hotel to finalize the prices for all 2-day functions, already we got the vendors, we got the florist, we got DJ, henna artist, we got photography and videography. Make sure that you book all these vendors while you have a gap waiting for the information from the hotel, because once already there is pre-confirmation, pre-booking from the hotel, you can start selecting other vendors. This is very important, especially to have time to book those vendors that you love or like for your date. Because in every destination there is a season for wedding, and this season for wedding is always happening in the best weather conditions. It means that everyone is busy at this time, regardless how prior you can book the wedding. Make sure that you book your vendors as soon as possible and choose those vendors that you really like and you're passionate to their work. Do not book or choose vendors only because there is no other option. Remember, everything is figure outable and there is always an option and way out. I will keep you tuned and share our planning a destination wedding in Langkawi on the latest stage, probably when the wedding will happen, and we will be so happy to share the story that we will experience in Langkawi, seen by our eyes, and beautiful photos and videos, and these memories will always stay with us.